Hi, how's everybody doing? As we're in February and we're getting close to Valentine's Day, I, of course, have love on the brain. Some people may hate Valentine's Day, they may love it. I don't know, but a lot of times, always in my life, I have the phrase from the Beatles song, all you need is love. And I think that's, you know, that may seem simple, but sometimes the answer is more simple than not. um, a lot of times what motivates us? What motivates us to do something? And typically there's three things. And I found an old conference talk from Howard W. Hunter. And I was reading it and he talked about the three things that motivate us. He said the first one is fear. So maybe you have the fear, you have a fear of failure, or you have the fear of people thinking bad of you. But sometimes you're motivated by fear. And how, he says the fear of God, the fear of the unknown, or the fear of man may motivate us to. He was talking about being good in general and what's wrong with our society. But in this, just thinking in your own life. And the second thing he said was a duty. And then he brought up this parable from the Bible that I'd never thought about. But he said when we do things for duty, if we do it because it's our duty, because we're supposed to, that there's no reward. Like, you should not be given a pat on the back for doing something you're supposed to be doing. Something that's supposed to be, it's your duty. You're supposed to do it. So you shouldn't get a congratulations for something you've already done. Goes through my mind when we were potty training our youngest, and congratulations, I said that, and my oldest, who was 16 or 17 at the time, said, are we really still rewarding her for doing something she should already know how to do? Kind of that idea, like duty, like that's something, you're supposed to do. I don't get rewarded for cleaning the house every day, but, I guess in a sense that's my duty. But the third thing he put, the reason why we do things, or the reason why we should do things, is for the love of God and the love of man. And you think that's the first and second commandment, to love God with all your heart, might, mind, and strength. And the second great commandment is to love your neighbor as yourself. That those two great commandments, and a lot of times things come along and say that those are the two great commandments. And so when you think about love, it's just different. It's different. It doesn't love. When you do things for love because you love somebody, you don't judge them. You just love them. I have one child that he doesn't respond to anything but love. He doesn't respond to threats, to groundings, to things being taken away. I mean, we just took us years to figure out what motivates him. And then I realized what motivates him is just loving him. It's just absolutely loving him. And that motivates him. And so when he has a new teacher, and we can just tell when we go through, he has problems with certain teachers at school. And rightfully so, because these teachers, they don't see him, they see him as the way they see him, and they'll make that comment to us. And I'll go, yeah, he will not learn a thing from you, because you don't love him. And that's hard. They're doing their duty. They're trying to teach, and it's his duty to learn. But those teachers that he has that just love him and try to just see him the way God sees him, those classes he's flourished in. When he's had those teachers, the same subject, different years, different teachers, it makes a world of difference. And so it's hard, and it's frustrating. But when you just love people, and you just love them and just pray to see them the way God sees them, it makes a difference. Elder Jeffrey R. Holland said, the first great commandment of all eternity is to love God with all our heart, might, mind, and strength. That is the first great commandment. But the first great truth of all eternity is that God loves us with all his heart, might, mind, and strength. That love is the foundation stone of eternity and should be the foundation stone of our daily lives. That God loves you. He's perfect and he loves you with a perfect love. And so knowing that he loves you, but he loves everybody because we are all children of God. And so he loves everyone. And I love this. President Monson, he said at the end of one of conferences, just I think not too long ago, he said, may we begin now, this very day, to express love to all of God's children, whether they be our family, our friends, mere acquaintance, or total strangers. As we arise each morning, let us determine to respond with love and kindness with whatever may come our way. So let's go forward with those two thoughts as we think about love. And it's hard to love when people are mean. But think about why, why. Just even ask to, please help me see why they're so mean to me. Or why they, but just try to be nice to everyone and just try to love. It makes a huge, huge difference. So that's my challenge this week. Try to see people the way God sees them and to just love. And let me know how that goes. Let me know. Let me hear. Share stories with others of have you done that? And together we can make this world a better place. I hope you have a wonderful week.